I did mention how I was just so hesitant. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot on my plate. I eventually want to move out here. Like, I'm tired of flying back and forth.
Because I haven't experienced this, so I'm like just talking out of what ifs, imagination, delulu-ness. Hey besties, welcome to the BF4REAL Podcast.
It's your girl, The Exclusive.
And it's your girl, Lost It Baby.
And it's your girl, Ipoleka.
And thank you for watching the BF4REAL Podcast. Make sure you like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe to our to our channel. First and foremost, we like to appreciate our besties for making it this far. Y'all, we're in episode 10.
Double digits.
Okay, I think it's time for us to do like a little recap.
Yes.
everything that has been happening.
Yes.
Since
Yeah.
the last episode and like so far.
I just feel like from episode 1 all the way to episode 10 with all the guests that we've had, I just kind of want us to like talk about our experiences. Like how has it been? How are you guys feeling from the first episode compared to episode 10? Do you feel a little bit comfortable?
Right.
Let's hear it.
Honestly, yeah. I not only... Okay, growth has happened. Let's say that because our first episode, it was like, oh my gosh, or welcome to the BF4REAL Podcast. Quiet. What are we saying next? What are we saying? Yeah. Now it's just everything's, flowing naturally, and I love it. We've grown since episode 1.
Also talking about growth. Okay, also to excuse my voice. I
Please.
just woke up like this. It was
Still
lit.
cute though.
It was lit this weekend. But talking about growth, I feel like I was so quick to like snap back at people. And then my dad was like, coming up in the light, you have to accept that there's going to be people who are not always going to agree with you. So
yes.
I definitely grew up because I don't waste my time on the haters anymore.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Period. I feel like from episode 1 all the way up to episode 10, like we all have been saying, growth, but also getting to know you guys on a deeper level.
Yes.
I feel like it's crazy because we can just sit down and start conversating. We're like, wait, are we filming? Like, wait, hold on, we need this on camera. But also, I think you guys have also been seeing the amount of growth in just us being comfortable in front of the camera. If y'all can see our studio setup, it's crazy, okay? We have lights, we have cameras, we have an editor over here. Yes,
okay.
And shout out to Tyler.
The editor.
Yeah, shout out to Tyler. Yeah, it's just been amazing from episode 1 all the way. And let's recap on the guests that we've had. Like, y'all have been...
Dinah, we started off strong. We started BF4REAL strong with Dinah.
Yes. But Ipo, we can't forget that you manifested one of our guests too. Like episode previously, we're like, who's some people you guys want to collab with? And you have mentioned Tasi One Take. And it was crazy how like literally after the next episode, it was Tasi One Take.
Yes.
So that just goes to show y'all that manifestation is key, okay? Yes. We have been manifesting this podcast every single step.
Since episode 1,
Yeah, and just feeding positivity into our podcast world. So thank you guys for that.
No, for real.
Just kind of like, let's pass it along to what type of topics we're going to talk about today, updates on our life.
We're going to cover a lot.
How has it been?
It's been crazy. It's been crazy dealing with a lot. Like, the girls know my schedule. I live in California, and then I fly out here every weekend, specifically.
Every weekend.
My husband's like, you always fly out for
BF4REAL, because it's that real.
Oops. But hello?
Okay, but hubby, balance the two.
Yeah, but literally, like, I fly out mainly to record with girls and to record music. So, sorry. But yeah, it's been a lot on my plate. I eventually want to move out here. Like, I'm tired of flying back and forth. So,
hello.
Coming to y'all soon so that we can get more content rolling.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, and for me, it's just been absolutely crazy, but definitely worth the journey. I'm so glad for my sisters here for letting me jump on board because it's been nothing but love since episode 1. And I don't know if y'all follow me. I don't know. On my post, I did mention how I was just so hesitant. Remember that?
Yes.
Like
yes.
I was unsure because
Yes.
my plate was already full, and I was just like, I don't know if I could take this on. But honestly and truly, I'm glad I listened to my girls, my husband. Those two voices are like, they were the only ones that were like, that really meant something to me. So I'm glad I took that step forward, because Be For Real has been nothing but amazing. And the amount of love that you guys still continue to show everywhere we go, it's unmatched. Like, it's still overwhelming, you guys.
I also wanted to mention, because people always ask, like, how did y'all start? And first, like, people were saying, first it was just me and Lose. Like, we literally, like, filmed, like, one episode. But I was like, Lose, I feel like something's missing. Like, and I don't like the way I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we need another person. But then I posted, like, a short clip. And then when I saw Ipo at a baby shower, she's like, oh, I like your podcast. And I was like, wait, Ipo,
The vibe just vibed. Yeah, the vibe was just vibing. Like, it was perfect.
Yeah, and then
Like-
after that, like a week later, she came, and then after when we filled out for her first episode, I was like, yeah, all three of us, like, it's completed. The B4REAL podcast.
Yes.
We got it.
Like Mila said, like, we were missing something. We were like, there's just one thing that's missing. Like, I just feel like we all have our own personalities,
Yes.
but we were missing like a personality that we feel like everybody can connect to. And then once Mila goes, oh, I invited Ipo, and I'm like, yes, bring Ipo on. And then from episode 1 all the way till now, like, I feel like our group text, if we could show y'all our group text, it's been nothing but positive light and love. And I feel
Yes.
like ever since our first episode aired, a lot of us have changed our ways.
Yes, yes. I'm not yet. Okay, let's just jump right into it, because like Mila stated in the beginning, quick to clap back. That was us, episode 1. I'm not even gonna lie, and it's crazy because with all the luck that has been shown to us since episode 1 was also some hate, and I'm talking about.
Yes.
Mind you, we've been doing content and creating content for y'all for a minute, but I've never experienced so much just like negativity, or just like you could tell
Random.
a lot of haters. I'm not gonna, that's what we're gonna call them. I've never experienced so many haters until we started Be For Real.
And they're
That's
the
how I
first ones to
knew.
comment. And like every
Bruh.
freaking post and YouTube video, they're like, this video sucks. I'm like, but y'all the first ones watching.
Right, the first
Hello?
to comment. But you know what? That's what comes with being great, remember? So that's what we're
Yes.
gonna focus it on.
No, literally, like I feel like our group chat has been nothing but like, let's be positive.
Yeah.
Let's feed positive into the universe.
Surround yourself with good girls.
One of us is acting out. We're like one of us will lash out, and then one of us will agree.
Right.
And then one of us is like, okay, let's do it.
No, really, out of us 3, there's always one person that's like, all right, bring it down.
The L in Lose stands for love and light, because let me tell you something. Milan Ipo, we're still healing. We're not healed, okay?
No, really, we've been. I do respond to hate comments. I'm not gonna cap.
But with love and light.
Yes.
She does it with
Yes.
love and
Me
light.
and Ipo under that.
We're just like, where's your at?
And it's
Come
like,
and see me.
it's like they know too, because they're like, oh, we rather not respond to them. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna respond though. Hey, love, how are you?
But now that we're on episode 10,
Yes.
it's like, we love you. Thank you.
Yes.
Do better.
Yes.
Thank you, Lose. Look and see how it just rubs
thanks
off
for
on us.
watching.
I feel like for me, it's been overwhelming. I think we've said this before, but for me, it's been overwhelming in a good way, a
Yeah.
positive way.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful to see people walk up to us and start the BE4REAL podcast. And like Mila will always be telling me like, oh, my sister, they be like, Lose, baby.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I love that. Like I think that's our main goal, is just to get people to attract to our podcast so they can stay educated, we can stay woke, everybody can stay. Communication is key. That's all we're trying to do, is just let you know, like, we're going to educate you on the uncomfortable, we're going to talk about the comfortable, and we're going to love on everything in between. So for me, definitely, it's been such a cool journey. Like, I think with us, with just writing with you guys, like, it's so amazing to see people do multiple tasks. It inspires me. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing today? I need to get up. I need to do something. So it's like always that. And then Mila, it's always inspiring to see how much she drives for the podcast. Like in our group chats, Mila be like, let's film. And we're just like, oh, okay.
And to add to that too, she's flying from California to record here. This is our studio. Our home base is Salt Lake. So she is flying. she is putting in money. Like your dreams, I can see it, sis.
Yes. And so like it's been inspiring me to see like Mila, the way she's been upgrading. So now I'm like, I need to do better with me. And then getting messages from just everybody, specifically.
And everywhere. Even international.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to all my international babes. But it's really been so cool. Like, thank you guys. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the episode with Tasi, but he mentioned like showing love means so much. Like, just the small amount of love that y'all have been giving us
goes a long
overpowers the hate. It just flows through, and it makes us want to do more and drive for our podcast.
And also being around like women who are also like motivating and inspiring. It gives me something for looking forward to do with my life, like with a purpose. So like going to the podcast and everything. Like, girl, I'd be tired. Like, I've been wanting to stay home. Or like, I almost canceled today. I didn't tell them. Like, in my heart, I wanted to cancel, but I was like, you know what? We gotta do this for our besties. We gotta do this for each other to keep pushing forward, because this is how bad we want it. So that's just been my mental lately. Especially Ipo being a mom, an influencer, works a full-time job, and she's doing a podcast. And then Lose, she's a full-time content creator. She has her own job.
Takes care of her parents.
Yeah, she does. Like, literally, being around people like this is like inspiring. I love being around women who make me want to do more with myself.
Girls, yeah.
Instead of like staying on my phone all day.
Right?
No, for real, you guys. The Be For Real for me, though, it's literally... it has healed me. It's helped me.
Yes.
It's pushed me out of my comfort zone.
Speak on it.
And I'm so grateful, because that's why I come. You know, even though we have so much going on with our personal lives, but I come here and I feel like I could just, this is like our personal diary.
Okay.
Like, hi, I'm here to tell you about my trauma today. I'm here to.
Literally.
Right. So I love it.
Honestly, just, again, I hope this inspires you to not only surround yourself with people who are just as inspired as you, because I don't know if you guys have heard, like, I think I told you, Mila, motivation, the difference of motivation and inspiration. Like, I seen a video where a lady was saying, like, motivated only keeps you fueled for a day or two or something, but getting inspired and becoming inspired is a lifetime. Like, it lasts a lifetime. So I just feel like we should always surround ourselves around people who inspire us to be better, do better, say better, everything better.
No, and thank you for being our better, Losa. No, I'm being so for real. Like, if it was not for Losa, I think me and Mila would have got Be For Real canceled so fast, because we was, every negative comment, we're both in there like, hold up, what the did you just say to us? But
the balance. See the balance? It's a good balance. It's a good balance. But let's go ahead and move into, now that we're done with our giving our flowers, because flowers are due, let's move into just
a juicy topic.
Yes.
So there is a topic that I wanted to share with girls. I don't know if y'all seen it online, but there's a thing going on right now. It's like, is it cheating if? So you guys could just have one question each, but we're gonna give our opinion on that. And then I have like other questions, but we can save that for later. But this is just one topic by itself.
Yes.
So my question, is it cheating if your partner likes pictures of the opposite sex? What is your guys' opinion on that?
Let's hear from the single point of view.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Dang.
Keep it for real, Losa.
Don't sugarcoat.
Well, that's the thing. I personally don't think it is cheating, because maybe it's someone that they're supporting, or maybe it's something that I'm like,
spotlight is on. The spotlight is on.
I because I haven't experienced this, so I'm like just talking out of what ifs, imagination, delulu-ness. But I would say no, it's not cheating. But I think with, like we said last time with you, Ipo, when you're like, when you give them a title, then it's different. So when they like a specific person's picture and it's showing, it's not like for support, it's just for themselves to like, then it becomes a problem for me.
It's like, what's going on over here?
What if they're like half naked?
What is they supporting? Bikini tees?
Exactly.
Because I got my two-piece right here, but you ain't never liked it.
Exactly. I hope the picture you're liking is somebody that owns a business or is doing something for you to support. But if it's just them and they're half naked, or just
we want to hear your opinion.
Yes, come through.
So Losa's pretty much touched based on how I view it. Again, it just comes with growth because, like I said, me, when I was in my dating phase with my husband, I was not for it. I consider that cheating. I consider that you want problems now. But now that I'm married and, you know, growth
Mature,
and positivity and the Lord, now I'm just like, you know what? You like that? That's good for you. Let me go like. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, but now, like, it's really not that big of a deal. Likes, yeah, me and my husband, we've already established, like, that's not a big deal. It's when physical touch and stuff like that tend to come. Okay.
Well, exactly like you said, though, loyalty. What is your husband doing liking a picture like that?
Right.
If they got everything they want in front of them, hello? What about you, Mila? What you think?
With me, it's kind of hard because, like, going into, like, you know, the exclusive, like, my artist era, like, there's a lot of, I've been doing, like, you know, these stylists and having, like, these new.
And I love
like,
it.
Yeah, it's, like, new to me. Like, I'm showing more skin. And me and my husband have been kind of, like, what's the word? Been contemplating about, like, things I should post because, like, you know, it's showing too much. But I don't think it's cheating, like, in other people's pictures. I think it's cheating if you have a motive behind it.
Right. Yes, intention.
Yeah,
right.
an intention behind it. And you, like, you know, it's someone you used to talk to. Ooh. Or it's an old picture and it's just her, like, half naked. Like, it's not the most recent. But I don't know. I don't think it's cheating.
Yeah. So I think we all agree.
Yeah.
That's not cheating.
It's only cheating if it has an intention.
Right.
Because I think that's literally,
It's different if you like the story, though. I think that's different, though.
Is that how people shoot their shots? Liking stories?
I think so because, like, before they had liking stories, people would swipe up, like, with the heart. So I'm like, that's the same thing to me. Because,
it's a way to start a conversation.
Yeah.
You guys let us know in the comment section if you guys think it's cheating or not. But
Yes.
I think we've already established it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
Oh?
Is it cheating because men like to go to the barbershop, if they specifically prefer to have a female cut their hair or braid their hair down? Is that cheating?
Okay, ladies, let's be for real. We go and get our hair done.
Yes.
And you know, that's practically like you're spilling your tea.
Yes.
And so if they're going to be opposite sex, I guess there's some pros and cons to it.
Yep.
Because
speak on it.
You
Tell
know what
it.
I'm saying?
Tell
Like, if my husband's going to get his hair cut and he's telling her, like, oh, me and my wife we got into this problem, or, you know, we was doing this and doing that.
Because why is you telling her your problems?
They gonna start bonding, okay? That's where the problem comes.
Yeah.
So, but see, I done lost my train of thought because now I'm really thinking. Hold on, I gotta check my husband's barber. But yeah, so that's just
now you need to be a barber.
Okay, let me go to cosmetology school. I got you, Buki.
Right. You guys are really about to make me go and start learning. But I feel like it's a little dangerous because if they're spending that much time with the, you know what I'm saying?
I have a question for that too. Because, you know, like a female barber, what if you have like OBGYN and it's a male?
You know what? Because he delivered. Yeah, it was a guy, but he was the best. He was an old man. Like, it ain't nothing he ain't never seen before. So I'm comfortable with that. I guess it really just comes down to your intentions. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But my OBG was cool. I mean, if you got OBGs who are trying this,
my OBG was cool, you know. I don't know. I think I would prefer a male
to deliver your baby.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that I have no trust in females. It's just I think it's a preference.
Yeah.
But my person is gonna be there with me.
Right.
I don't think it's a problem unless you make it a problem. But
yes.
I'm just like backtracking on my words because I'm like, wait a minute. But
make sure we're not contradicting over here.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Wait, do you think it's cheating if he requests a female for his hair?
I don't think it's cheating, but there's like a certain point where you're just like, why are you requesting a female?
Right.
When a male can do the same work. Now, braiding hair is different because I don't know. There's rarely much male braiders out there.
Right.
So of course a female has to braid the hair. Now, yeah.
No, but honestly, because, okay, I'm not even going to lie. There's a dope women who can really cut hair.
Yes.
It just, I guess we're viewing it as, like, you know, like we're playing stories and putting just like scenarios in our head. But I feel like, especially if they're running a business or, you know, I think a majority of the time, I want to say they're going to keep it professional. However, I feel like, you could catch the red flags, because if he booking an appointment like every week, boy, your hair don't even grow back that fast.
Okay.
Like, what the flip
and
is you
where'd
doing?
you get the money to book every week?
Right.
Hello. We're
So,
saving.
pay attention to the red flags, okay?
People.
Okay. Is it cheating if, again, I just be playing things in my head. It never happened. And no, I'm not talking about my husband.
Yeah.
But is it cheating if you let your husband go to the studio session and girls pull up?
Ooh, that's tough.
If it's a group of girls, like, they're just there to, like, do shit, you know. If they're not an artist, you know, I respect the artistry side. That's cheating. But if it's just, like, collabing, I don't think so.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
No, I'm talking, like, studio session, and all of a sudden one comes in, two comes in. Now it's like a listening party in your studio.
That's cheating. Because you know what these bitches are up to. I know how these bitches are, because I used to be the same bitch. But I changed. I
changed my ways.
Yeah.
One thing we gonna do is keep it all the way real.
For real, okay.
Yeah. But that's cheating, because it's like, you know what the bitches are there for.
Yep.
And the song is about, shake that ass, babe, be for real. I know him, he wouldn't do that, but that's cheating.
It's different for me if it's like sisters, you know, because
right.
me as a sister, I get invited to studio sessions, but I'm a sister. Right. I don't do the whole, like Mila was saying, the booty toot. Exactly. But if it was my significant other, for me, I feel like a rule of thumb is there should be an equal amount of females as there's an equal amount of males. I feel like if it's even, I don't have a problem. But if it's one more over, or if there's like 4 more over, then I'm like, for what though?
Right. The scale is starting to...
The females are here to entertain your friends, right? Right? Not you. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, and no, I don't have trust issues, okay? This is not a trust issues episode. For me, it's just
setting boundaries.
Yeah, it's literally just demanding respect and letting your man know that you do not play when it comes to relationships
or studio sessions.
What about you? Since I know your man is up there.
Yeah, no, every time my husband, he go to the studio, it's just boys. And that's why I'm telling you guys, my husband is such an easygoing person.
Love that.
I have nothing to worry about. And I'm the crazy. That's why we balance so well. Like
yin and yang.
He's just
exactly.
like, what have I ever done for you to start, that's why I said that's the scenarios I'll be coming up with. I'll be coming up with some stuff. Like concerts, what was you doing over there? The whole time, he's like literally just chilling with the boys. So I just be overthinking it sometimes. But I feel like if a lot of girls, and if they're wearing like dresses, you know what I mean, like club fits to your studio session, it's a studio session. It's not the music video.
What's your real intention?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yes, like I said, there's pros and cons.
Gangsters coming out.
No. It's just, like I think I have a case of Dululu because I just be coming up with scenarios.
Too, not like that. Okay, I love women. Like, I love how we are and stuff. But I know how women are too. Like I know how girls get, like, if someone knows I'm having problems with my man and they're gonna purposely like do something in public, like, oh my gosh, it's so funny.
It's the little touch.
Girl, I just know how girls are because I used to do the same thing too. So, but like I grew from that too. But I just know how females are. So
I scope the scenery. Like what I do,
observe the room.
I ask my brothers like, who's taken? Because like I don't want to disrespect anyone.
Right.
I'm such a girl's girl. Like if you got a man or if you got a lady,
really
I'm not going to disrespect your relationship.
Yeah.
But I really do scope the scenery. Like I'm like, wait, does he like? If I find somebody attractive, I'll ask. Like I'll do my research. If they got a girl, then hello, hands off, no, none of that. But that's what I do. I like to scope it. Me as a single girl getting invited to studio sessions or getting invited to things with guys, I'm always like, you got a girl? Or I'll be like, what's your name? Oh, you're on IG? Hold on. Let me just do a quick little 1-2 and see who you got on. And usually I'll find out after. Like, okay, I'll friendly talk to you, but you won't ever get anything more from aside from friendly talking. And then after, if I go on your Instagram and you got a girl, I'm just gonna be like, wow,
that's an instant
we don't
block.
have
That's
time for a
crazy.
woman to be like, I'm coming to you as a woman.
But
doing that.
let's talk about that. Isn't it crazy how often that happens? They'll be like, oh yeah, I ain't got no kids, or oh yeah, I'm not married. Then you go find their page and it's showing happily married with a kid with kids and dogs.
Oh my God.
Tell me about it.
And
oh gosh.
It happens on a regular. My mom always says never trust. So, and she's married with 10 kids, so, or 9 kids. She still be saying that.
No,
She's
for
like,
real.
never trust.
No matter what.
My parents always said that when I was younger, but I would just be like, dang, they got issues. Like, I trust this person, da-da-da. Now that I'm older, okay, I get it.
Yep.
I get why you said, like, trust issues. Yeah, I get it.
Just don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate the I'm coming to you as a woman phrase. It's like, dude, why does that have to be always the first part of the sentence? Like, me, send a screenshot. I'm not coming to you as a woman.
Right.
I'm going to tell you like it is. And this is exactly what happened. This is your man hitting me up and that's it.
Right. But I feel like if any woman's going to open up with that phrase, be ready for a lot of shit to be, be laid down. Because I don't know. I feel like if you're going to come to me woman to woman and that's the first thing that comes to you, I know it's going to be some shit. Like,
Right.
I know, like it's going to be something big. So I just hope if anybody, like to my ladies, if they're going to come to you woman to woman too, please don't automatically be like, my man would never. My man would never. Because you need to see all
that your man did.
Yes, you need to see
Check all the boxes.
everything first, and then you make your decision.
Okay, but let's talk about that too, because there be some females that don't believe in the female that's saying, I'm coming to you as a woman.
Yes, I know what you mean.
And it
also,
sucks.
too, I told my husband, I was like, I would never get mad at the bitch. Sorry. I would never get mad at the girl because at the end of the day, you're the one who opened
Entertain that.
Entertain that. I have receipts on that. I would get mad at you. I wouldn't get mad at the female because I've been in her shoes before. Because there's also women who came up to me like, you're talking to my man. I was like, girl, he never mentioned you. Like, why are you coming at me? You need to go
check your
him.
home first.
Check your man
Yes.
or your female. Check them first before getting mad
And
at
then
the
when you
person.
bring receipts, they're just like in disbelief. Like, girl, you need to wake up.
Okay. Okay, but have you guys ever, because I feel like it's females always writing females, I'm coming to you as a woman. Have you guys ever seen men do that? Or are they more so like...
I feel like, they don't.
I feel like they got too much pride to tell another man, like, hey, are you talking to my girl?
Right. Just like Celia said, like, us women, we like to talk.
Yes.
So I feel like we like to address things and hear it from the horse's mouth. Versus men, it really don't bother them like that. Like they could really
That's
still dap it
crazy.
up and be besties and everything, but
Or like they do, like Tassie said, the silent cutoffs.
Or
Or they're
that.
like, ooh, I'm
Yes.
never messing with you again.
like that's
See ya.
literally it.
Yeah. And y'all, I'm still single, so stop. Don't be like, ooh, she got a no.
Well, I don't know, because Tassie 1K episode was looking like something was boiling.
Y'all, okay, can we put a
Looked like something
disclaimer
was
out there?
boiling.
Can we put a disclaimer out there? Because what? Because what? All right, I seen it. I seen what y'all was saying, and I seen the comments very loud and clear. And I also seen these two commenting, and I'm like, I literally had to put a disclaimer in our group chat, like, y'all, stop it right now.
We do have something coming up, though. So y'all stay tuned.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned if y'all want to see the continuation of.
Tassie 1 take and lost the baby.
Stay tuned.
And, okay, I seen this on Tossie's page. Because I wish we asked him this. But he was like, would you give your man a pass if SZA was dancing up on him? And I want to ask you, ladies.
If who was?
SZA.
Oh.
I want to ask you, girls, would you give your partner a pass if it was like a celebrity all up on him?
I think I see this. Who was it? Usher? Somebody, or he was dancing all up.
Oh,
Anyway.
Kiki Palmer?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think. Oh yes, and Kiki was like going all in. Right? No. Me.
She said no.
Me, I'm about to be like, sister, come over here, come dance on me. Cause knowing me and how itabave I am, I think I might. I mean, yes, I'm gonna hype it up, and then when we get home, like behind closed doors, what was you doing? What were you thinking? Now we're on TV, and this is gonna be everywhere. But I would say no, I can't.
Yeah. What about like the Usher and Alicia Keys thing? Like,
But
Performance-wise,
that's different
that's
because when you put money in it, too,
That's
right, because they, they're trying to sell it.
you get a pass if it's like business.
SZA, you know what? Let's keep it all the way real. Put a check there, SZA. You could dance on my man if you go give me a check, okay?
That's how I be thinking too. What about you, Lose?
Like Ipo said, I would be like, why can't you dance on me? I want you to dance on me. I'm a big SZA fan, so I love SZA's music, her aura and everything. So I'll be jealous. I'll be like, dang, that's crazy. But I would let her dance on my man because.
But what if your man was like really like now getting into it? Now what you gonna do?
Like you said, handle that at home. Like
no, I will handle that right there.
I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. I'd record it too. I would. I'll be the cameraman.
Yeah.
I'd be hyping you up like, you better get it. And then once we get home, be like, but why? And then I have evidence now. But why are you so close to this female?
Yes.
Because it's crazy.
Why was you pulling on her like that?
Hello?
Like what the?
I told my husband this. Like, even when we started dating.
What did he say?
I told him, I'll give you a pass if it was Rihanna or Beyonce. Because at the end of the day, you're coming home to me. And the fact that Beyonce, Rihanna even looked at you, like, I feel like I got a prize.
Dang! You got a good prize, right?
Like, oh, I got a prize with me. But also, too, Ipo just said we need a check. So I need that check, too. But also, too, I already told
Money
him,
talks,
like,
baby.
My favorite celebrity, like, since I've been a kid, since I was like 5, it's always been Chris Brown. I told my husband, I was like, I'm off ride or die for Chris Brown. So
Tag Chris Brown and let him know.
When I say that, I'm like, at the end of the day, he don't really care. He already said his opinion, but he knows.
Now that we're talking about this, just I guess adding to it, because now I want to know. If you guys were to give a pass, though, to a celebrity to dance on your spouse or your other half, who would it be?
Beyonce.
Okay. Of course. We have to have Queen Bee. What about you, Lose?
I would do Sierra because she's hecka tall. So, like, I'm hoping if my man is the same height as me or, she's tall, you can't reach her.
Right.
So, hello.
I would make the Stallion.
Oh, my gosh.
I would. It's her or Mulatto.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I love those two.
Okay. What is your breaking point in a relationship and no ties? Like, everything will be cut off, even if you guys are married. Like, what's one thing your man will do that you're like done? Like,
Just like a one and done?
Yup. Never talk to them ever again.
I'll start because I'm like, I already have a breaking point in relationships and everything. Someone who doesn't accept my parents for me to take care of them. When you don't accept my parents, that just tells me like we're gonna have problems in our marriage because, like I think people mentioned before, I'm the sole person that takes care of my mom and dad. So if you don't accept my mom and dad, then that just tells me like this is not going to work out. And that's literally what I've based relationships on and off of, like from the past is I would ask. And it's crazy because I'm like, I would think Polynesian people, like, they understand, like, we're polys. We're friendly. We love everybody. We love our family. If you don't have a spot and I'm your relative, I'm going to try my best if I have something to put you in. And so literally from, like, in the past relationships, that's been a question. And it'd be cringe how I, like, so, like, especially if we're, like, deep into our talking stage, because girl can't get out the talking stage. Hello, God's using me as customer service, but okay. But every talking stage, like when we're like starting to go to the next phase of wanting to be like dating and stuff like that, I'll usually ask like, oh, how would you feel if like we did end up going far in this relationship and marriage was the thing? Would you relocate to Utah?
Right.
Or would you like, I take care of my parents. Would you allow my parents to stay? And usually sometimes they'll pause and be like, I'll wait. And usually I'm like, okay, of course I would allow you to have some time. But then if we don't talk about it later on, then I know like, okay, that was a factor of me. And then after that, I kind of just ghost. I really don't. After that, I'm just, okay, bye. The block. Yeah. But for me personally, that would be my last result. And I'm not asking you to help me take care of my parents because I don't need you to, but I would like for you to have a relationship with my mom and dad.
It makes everything better.
Yes.
So much better.
Yes. And just understand that everywhere I go, they're coming with me. They're my baggage. They're my children.
Especially being Tongan too. I know my mom said this before. She said that like usually in the Tongan families, the youngest, like everyone has a place in the family.
Yes.
And the youngest is always supposed to like take care of your parents when they get older.
Yes.
So like what Losa is saying, she knows where she stands, and she's standing on business.
I'm
with
standing
her
on
parents,
it.
okay?
Yes, very proud to. I have no complaints about taking care of my parents, but for me, that's like my cutoff on a relationship or just anything. If you don't accept my parents, then I know it's not going to work out.
I love that. That's a good one. For me, it would, if you is not a hustler, you're not working a night, you don't got a job or some type of income. That to me is an automatic cutoff.
Yes.
Because again, I'm just basing this off of like, you know, we have kids.
Yes.
And especially now that Biden's been in the office, everything's so damn expensive. So like, I'm just thinking of like, you know, like I want to make sure my kids are taken care of. I want to make sure our bills are paid, you know, like, and doing that all on your own, man, can you imagine that? Yeah.
My thing is like, people used to always say it was cheating. And they're like, if my bitch cheat, like I'm done. But then like now that I'm married and everything, and we got married young, like there's a lot of things that happen. And I think like the amount of love that you have to like stick through that. And so that's not like a really big thing for me. I think for me it was like not wanting to go to the temple, like it's not in your agenda.
Yes.
Like I'm leaving if that's not a part of your plan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love that. You good and holy.
I love that too. I be like thinking about all of the things because y'all are married. I be really thinking like, dang, do I have high standards? Because
but that's a good, honestly, Losa, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Please, whatever you do, even if it takes a while, be patient. I promise. You gonna get your baller.
I've been seeing that a lot on TikTok. This guy was like, y'all women single these days because y'all have too much high standards. And a lot of women are like, you guys are the ones, like you guys come to females like us and expect us to just settle.
And just using our sister, because since Losa is single, she's already doing so much on her own. Like what can you
bring
do?
To the table?
Exactly.
Build that table. Build that table.
Yeah, I'll be like, ooh. So I'll be looking at, because literally everything you guys said is literally a part of my, do I base it off of that? Like when I meet you for the first time, if connection is there and you want to try to spit your game, go ahead.
Right.
But it's like now I have that mental checklist in my head, like, dang. And sometimes they won't meet all of it, but it's like, if I like you for what you bring, or like y'all said, bring to the table, what you got. And if you don't got something going on, like Ipo said, if you're not a hustler and you don't have that mentality, then I am not going to have an extra mouth to feed, okay? Because that's crazy. That's
literally,
nuts.
like for you, Lose, I feel like, even though I'm younger than you, I commend you for like all these standards you have, because like you're also too, she goes to church and stuff. She's a godly woman.
You make me wish the younger Ipo was more like Losse.
Oh man,
because the younger Ipo was
it's tough. I'm
reckless.
not gonna cap. It's tough. There's been a lot of temptations that came with this type of lifestyle that I have, you know, and I sometimes question myself, like, how do I balance my faith if I do modeling, if I show my body, and it's just like, these questions that I have, I'm just like, just let go and let God. That's literally what it is. It's just let go and let God.
As simple as that.
If God opens that lane up for you, there's a reason.
No, literally, if you pray to Heavenly Father, like, what man, Because I know there's some men here, they're not on your checklist.
Sierra's prayer.
Yeah, literally. If you pray, I just know, like, he's going to give you the man at the right time.
Yes.
And you're going to know when it's right. So
His time is always perfect.
you're in no rush. You have everything like lined up for you. So, yeah.
But still, she's single, though, if you guys didn't hear her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that
DMs is
checklist,
open.
okay?
Matter of fact, let me see your credit score. We got to pass that.
Oh, man.
See, let's see your savings account. Pass that as well.
No, and I don't mean to be, but someone had asked me, they're like, you're such a beautiful girl. You do so much for,
Why are you still
yourself.
single?
And they're like, they're asking is, can I ask you, how is your DMs? Because they would assume with someone like me, that's influencing, that's dressing up, showing out. They would think that my DMs are flooded with people who are interested. And I literally was like, funny story. DMs are my family in my DMs. And occasionally I will get like some messages, but it's always like, it's dumb messages. It's like, what that mouth do? Or, oh, that body. Oh, that put that booty on me. And it's just like, is that how you talk to your mom? Like, do you talk to your mom that way? Because I really want to know. I really want to know how you can just write a stranger and tell me.
And that's the first words that come out your mouth.
Exactly. And that sets the tone for me. I'm just like, block. Or I'm like, I'm gonna let you see my profile, but I'm not going to give you the time and respond to you. So I would always say, like, I feel like men sometimes get intimidated by a confident girl.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Yes.
Because I'm like, why? Why is that? And I feel like with y'all too, like being married, do you feel like with your husbands, they see a change in you and they're just like applauding you? Or do you feel like it's like, you never started off like that? Why are you changing your ways?
I hope my husband sees some changes and is applauding me because I see changes within myself. Like I've came a long way, and it's mostly just with my mental health that I've came a long way with. And honestly, I wouldn't have gotten this far if it wasn't for a great man. I honestly, you guys, I know I'm always hyping my husband up. And you guys probably think because he's my husband, I'm supposed to.
I love it.
No, I married the right one because he literally, he helped me become a better mom, a better wife, a better woman. But I feel like, you have to be able to work through everything together. It can't just be one-sided, like, So, yeah, baby, we came a long way. We hit 10 years in July.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, sister.
Oh, I love that. I'm not going to cap. I love when you talk about your man because it really inspires others out there who are single to find a love that's 50-50. Or do you guys feel like 50-50 or is more 100-100?
Like Fiji say yes. This love is 50-50. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's me. I mean, and if you have 100 where, your man is taking care of, girl, you won. But I feel like 50-50 is also winning too.
Yes.
It just depends on your marriage.
Yeah.
Let's be real. What if you guys had to do 60 or even 70 and he was carrying 30? Would that start?
I'm more of so I would prefer 50-50, but if you got 30, you're bringing something to the table. I appreciate it. And I feel like we'd inspire each other. Like, you see me, boo, I see you, let's do this.
Right.
Like, I would inspire my person to be like, you're destined for greatness. But
I just feel like I can't do that for too long. If I'm doing it too long, like, I'm about to die and I hold it down like to the T. Everyone who comes across me, like if I'm rocking with you, it's for a long time.
Right.
You got to do your part for me to do my part as well. So.
And I love both of you guys' answers because I agree with both of them.
The preferred method is definitely 50-50, but depending on the type of person you are, if you're willing to hold it down, but not for too long. You got to set your standards and remember that there's boundaries with you too. Because some females and males too, just be no expiration.
It be giving 99 and 1.
My love can only run for so long. So
but not to knock anybody's situation. Okay, not us right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Keeping it for real. Just saying. It's just again, open discussion.
I also wanted to ask, like, it's a different question for you, but I wanted to ask Ipo, when did you know your man was the one?
Hey,
like a certain point
so
or moment.
Cute.
When did I know he was the one?
Like, I'm gonna risk it all.
Say it loud, sis.
Yeah,
say it loud.
That's crazy. Because you know who said it? that was his number one thing too, like his strong point. And this was also my husband's strong point. That's what, you know what got me with him? His mouthpiece. My husband, and not only that, just his vibe. Like he kept it, he didn't have to pretend he was somebody. And I think that's what I liked the most. Cause
what was one of his mouthpiece? What was one of his phrases?
Let us know. Give some pointers out there.
We have a little insider. So how we met was we went to one of his friend's dad's puto, right? So we pulled up because one of my girls was talking to his friend, whatever. So she wanted to show her condolences to him. Yep. And I was the driver because I had the car at the time. And we was driving down to LA. And I was so scared. Because I kid you not, a helicopter in the air. And this is my first time to LA too, because I don't be out to LA like that. I'm just downtown LA. So we pulled up and I just see helicopters in the air and sirens. And I was like, oh, girl. Go ahead and you go in there and say your, just do your condolences.
I'm gonna get the getaway car ready for you to come back.
And my aunt was with me too. So like we were just sitting there like, we'll just hold it down here and go somewhere after. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here they both come back to the car and they're like, come chill with us, come to the back. So I was like, you know what, like we don't want to be party poopers, you know. So like y'all came all the way over here, we might as well. So we went to the back and I went and sat down. Like, mind you, everybody's drinking. Like, it's a good time, things like that. And I went and I sat on the couch. And this is literally what I was like, oh, I like you. Well, when my husband came, he came to sit by me. And he was like, oh, is anybody sitting here? There's a big old cat. Ain't nobody sitting next to me. But you know, like.
I can only imagine your response. What was your.
I was the shy girl at the time. I was like, over here. He's like, sit down. He was like, hold me. And then eventually we started talking, and then he was just like, I don't know. He started calling me his pilot or whatever. The alcohol was kicking. I can't remember exactly how, but he started calling me pilot, and I was just like, oh, you give me my co-pilot? Gota, we were so gota. Oh. But that's what really, and now that's how we call each other, pilot and co-pilot.
Your son takes after his dad.
Oh my God.
He does. But that, and then like, he was such an open book from the beginning. And I think that's what really, really made me love him, is because he was just so different.
Did he ever say what stood out to you, like why he came and sat next to you?
See this thing back here?
She said,
it used to.
Don't play with her. Don't play with her.
But it used to sit nice and high. But he'll tell me that all the time. You know, back in then, I used to have a little body, yaddy, yaddy, but
you still do. Hello.
After 4 kids, okay.
I love you guys.
You look good.
But yeah, so that's how it happened, and that's what caught me. Like, that's what made me realize too. Like, he's the one. He's different because he's real. He's from LA.
For real.
Okay. He for real.
And then I wanted to ask you, Lose, since you're single, what do you think will be the one moment for you?
Ooh.
When it comes,
well, you did mention your parents too, so I know probably has to be a big factor with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love me a good fob. Like, I like when they speak fluent in the language. It doesn't matter what language, but when you talk about, I'm just gonna be like, what? Hello.
Say it again.
Wait, say that sentence one more time. I'm lost. Which way, left or right? Hello, I don't know, but just I do like other people, but I'm just like, I realize I've been attracted to the fobs, like the ones
straight from the island.
Okay, the ones that just that green card.
The ones that know the culture, just period, just know culture. Like, that's what I mean by fob. And sometimes if you speak your language, then that's like an added bonus. I'm just like, wow, that's pretty. But for me, how I would know you're the one is when my parents know.
I know.
And I'm not saying like I'm basing off of my relationship off of what they choose.
Right.
But it's like, if even my parents too, they're like, whoever you choose, we choose. But I'm like, I want somebody that you guys like. Yeah. Like that. Once my parents, I see the spark between you. Because I'm an energy girl. I feed off of energy. Yeah. And if I feel like your energy is so genuine towards my parents and my parents love your energy too, then done deal.
I love that.
Done deal. Because I don't know if you guys like, in the Tongan culture, we're going to go into culture. If
and we love that.
In the Tongan culture, courtship, courting is big. And that's how my parents want me to, if I ever bring somebody to the table, they would prefer for us to start with courtship. where the person comes over to my house and we don't go on dates, unsupervised dates. That's a no-no in the Tongan culture, but it's more so you come and sit at my house. We'll do a faikava where you can sit and talk to the man in a circle of people that's your family. And all you're doing is you're talking with your person, but also everyone's supervising the situation.
And okay, just be honest. And you're okay with that? Like, you're not gonna feel uncomfortable?
Because the way the conversation should be is not inappropriate. So it should be just get to know you questions, like respectful get to know you questions, because it's in front of a bunch of people that you know that is watching, that they'll be singing songs to distract what you and him are doing, talking about.
Oh, that's when you go in for the whisper?
Yes. Or that's when you grab the bowl. I'm like, let me serve you. Hold on. And you know, you do a little flirting here and there.
With a little wink.
You know, let me serve you. Bring your bowl this way. I'll cater to you. But it's like, that's literally what the Tongan culture is like. Courtship. Faikava, the man comes over to your house and you don't have dates. You just sit at your house in your living room with everybody just present and you're just talking with them in a respectful way. I feel like in the Tongan culture, they feel the reason why they do that is to refrain from things that could happen if you go on an unsupervised date, which everyone knows. Like when you go on dates, it's like, you would never know if it's going to go this way, that way, or straight. I don't know. But that's why they do that, is to just kind of direct it. And I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, my life is dependent on this, but just a little taste of the culture of what it is, courtship. So you don't have to be Tongan, but you just have to come and talk to, if you're not Tongan, you just have to ask my parents to court. I have a question for you, Mila.
Okay.
You asked us questions that we're gonna ask you.
Go ahead. Give her spotlight. Yes.
Okay, I want to ask, just because artistry is something that's so important to you. I've seen you in the studio, and girl, you are a true talent of what they call freestyling in the studio.
Okay.
I want to ask you, how do you decide what the mood is in the studio? And tell us, like, take us through it. How do you come up with the lyrics? How do you just put everything together with the harmony? Everything. I want details.
Okay, y'all didn't know. Oh, y'all probably didn't know. But me and Lose, we went to the studio like a week ago. I think so.
Yes.
About a week.
Yeah, but literally since I started doing the podcast, I've been starting to go to the studio on my own. And the way that I like do my process is like the beat, it has to get my attraction. Like I have to mess with it. Like if I hear it and I'm like, ooh, I literally could like start writing from there.
Yep.
And then usually I would record melodies. I would ask the engineer like, oh, play the beat, and I'm gonna like hum to it, find a beat to it, and get something out of it. And then after that, just the vibe of the song that I'm getting. So the song that I was working on this weekend with Lose, I was like, I don't know, for some reason I could see this as like, there's a quiet guy and he is like shy. But like when you guys start drinking, his personality comes out. So I start writing off of that, and I like create a storyline in my head. And then I make sure the lyrics like match like with the story, with
Align
the
with
plot
that.
and the climax.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And I was just like, it's like kind of like writing a book, but like with lyrics, like shorter lyrics.
I love
and like
that.
a story. And also too, I was telling Tassi, I was like, I really do put myself in other people's shoes. Like people might be like, who are you talking about in this song? But literally I write like
it's not based off of personal.
Yeah,
it's just
like if you were to tell me your situation, I could literally like write your story out for you in a song. That's I've been doing that since I was 16. Like my sister, she would vent to me about her problems, and I would literally like write away and like give her a song, and like we would just sing along, and that's how I create the songs and stuff. Just like it's the vibe.
That's
So,
dope.
it's
I can write
crazy.
you and your mad story if you want, you know.
Start off with Dear LA Boy.
Dear LA Boy, honestly. No, man, when I seen Mila in the studio, I was like, that's crazy. Because I've been in the studio and I'm just like, I usually pre-write everything and then go into studio and just record and then get melodies and then I'm done. But seeing the process of going into the studio, picking just a random beat And then
I was like, let's just find something.
yeah, she was like, what are you in the mood for? And I was like, girl, this is your session. I have no idea. And then she picked the song, and then she picked the melody, and then had the engineer just loop it, just constantly playing it in the background while she's literally putting words together. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, can I play it for people?
Why this make you feel like you? 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 Why this make you feel like you?
You know, that's crazy.
I was like, whoa.
That's this the vibe.
That's why I said I want to talk to her about her artistry, because I think like a lot of people don't know what artists do in the studio.
Right.
When they say they're going in the studio, some people can be like me, where it's all written out and then just record and done.
Right.
Or some people can be like Mila, where it's like I go into the studio, give you the beat, and then I just flow from there, whatever's on
Let
my
your
mind.
mind-
Yes.
It's just the vibe.
I love
Yes.
that. That's okay. And that was, she only played 10 seconds.
She literally,
And that was dope.
Oh, thank you.
literally.
Imagine.
She wrote that on the spot, and I was like, "How the heck did you come up with that plot?" Because she started singing, and I was like, "Are you singing about a shy boy?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like,
I was like, I'm just getting the vibe that a man is shy, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show him that.
No, but that's crazy that you can get that vibe off of just hearing the beat.
Yeah, I just heard the beat, and I was like, oh, that's the vibe I'm getting.
I love
yes, I can't wait. She has songs in the vault that
Oh, and my song with Saucy is coming.
you
out.
gotta hear. Did you send it to her?
Did I show
that. I did. No, you
Oh.
posted a little clip.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm
I
excited for that
just
one too.
I just finished recording that the final, and I'm waiting for my engineer to bring back the final edit.
That one's cute.
we gonna release that
It's
one
really
ASAP.
cute. It makes me just want to grab a man and be like, let's take pictures and post to it. Cause dang,
No,
it's so
literally, it makes me
cute.
so happy. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Sorry, I feel like I'm distracting.
No, but it's dope though. Like
What
artistry.
but what about you, Losta? Because you do singing too. Would you ever want to step into, I guess, being an artist?
Yeah, I would. Now that I have so much time on my hands.
She was doing a free open verse challenge.
Oof.
She was doing an open verse challenge on that song. I was like, girl, you need to hop on it. She's like, I'm shy.
I would.
I'm
I
shy.
would.
Get on it and kill it.
No, I would. I feel like my vibe is more, and it's like typical, but I feel like my vibe is more of the reggae type vibes.
No, because
R&B.
before we started Be For Real, I would always watch Losta's lives. And I'm not gonna lie, you're singing. You know, you be singing on live, and you just be dropping. You know,
Freestyles.
like yes.
So, yeah.
I was like, bro, you're like, to me, Tongan and Naya. You guys remember Naya?
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
yes.
So, cause you can literally, I love your lyrics.
Oh, I love
You're
that's
very Latia too.
that's my favorite is freestyling. Like
Yes.
I just interacting with the crowd, like drop a word.
Yes.
Let's go. Like let's go word
And
for
I be
word.
watching, yes.
But it's
Losta's
tough.
dope.
That's tough. But it's nothing like how you make a whole song. I'm just like, let's think about it. But
No, but that's where it starts.
yes.
So, literally.
One
Okay,
day. Manifesting.
Yeah.
Love
We're
that.
also trying to manifest a Be For Real theme song. We're thinking about it.
A little intro.
I need it. Yeah, Ipo, you need to be in it too.
No, for
You're gonna
real.
have your-
I'll do a little TikTok dance to it, but y'all come up with the lyrics and do the singing.
She said no.
I was not blessed
Cut.
with that one, like my ladies over here.
little rapping. Okay.
I'll do a little giggle. You want a little giggle in there?
Yes, we need it.
That's my real
don't
life.
play. Don't play. Let me find out. Ipo's a rapper, low key.
No, not
find
even. Not
Okay.
even. I just love to. Girl, I don't even do nothing musically. If our kids grow up to have a music talent, it's definitely from their dad's side. No, because he can play instruments.
I feel like your side's the sports side.
Yeah,
You guys are all
dancing too.
athletic.
yeah.
Because her son he's a big dancer too. He knows all the dances.
Your son is you. Is hella you.
bro.
But
always
but
in
you're
her
also
TikTok.
your husband too. Oh my gosh, he grabbing on my shirt. That one.
Bow. They grabbing on my shirt. They grabbing on it, grabbing on it, grabbing on my shirt. They grabbing on my shirt. They grabbing on my shirt. They grabbing on it, grabbing on it, grabbing on my shirt. They grabbing on my shirt.
Hecka cute.
I have a juicy question.
Yes.
How would you react to a female getting at your man at a public setting? How would you let that play out?
You answer this question first, Mila. I want you to answer.
Okay, yeah, because I want to answer it. I think with me, I would let her, because I'm testing him. I want to see what you're going to do. So I would let it play out and be like, oh, so this is what we're doing. Like if he cuts it off, right there and then, I'm like, oh, he's the one. But if he lets it keep playing, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do the same shit back. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I like your answer. Because I'm honestly me. The fact that you can think that you could come over here and play in my face, thinking you funny, you obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's her being disrespectful without having to use her words.
What if she didn't know?
How do you not?
Hello, bring.
We do not look like each other. I mean, we might be the same size, but like still. But what the flip? To me, I would take that as being disrespectful. So instantly, I don't know. Maybe I'm like itavave, but it's. Yeah, no, I would have went the other way.
It's because you're passionate. You love hard.
Yeah, exactly.
When you love hard, especially for your husband. Hello, y'all been hearing her talk her man up this whole episode. So if you even try,
Wait, what would you
good
do,
luck.
April, if
I'm standing up.
No,
I'm
what would
like,
you do if he's
you
like-
sure this is the right? You sure this is him? Are you sure this is him?
Are you sure?
What if he's like, babe, calm down. It's not even like that.
No, but she's like, no. She thought she was funny walking over here. No,
She
let her
asking for
finish
a
her
problem.
joke.
She asking for a
I feel like
problem.
if I have a problem and I show him and he's like, babe, it's not even like that, that's when I have a problem. Like, you're checking me in front of a bitch. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, don't do that to me.
No, I'm right off the bat. If somebody is coming and they're literally spitting game or even trying to shoot their shot to my husband and I'm right there, yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm have to be
That's
like,
crazy.
right? Because this is not no meeting. Like, we're here having lunch together. Like, what gave you the impression that he's single?
Oof. I be seeing those YouTube videos of people doing that.
For
couples,
what? Oh, yeah, for views?
Couples be walking and then someone just comes and grabs his hand.
Oh, see.
Wait, I wanted to ask too, like, I've been seeing this online too, where there's like girls and she has like a fat ass. And like they're walking, would you let your husband or your partner like look at another bitch?
I would. Because I know if I'm looking, I know you finna be looking.
I just feel like
Same,
same. I'm looking too. I was like, I can't even.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And I
Ain't
be
nothing
hyping
wrong
them
with just
up.
looking.
Yeah.
Go
I be
ahead,
hyping them up.
Bookie.
My husband knows how I am, so he know I'm gonna say something before he even say anything. So I just I guess it really just comes down to like how you and your spouse are, because I mean there's certain.
Because also it's like hard not to look.
Hello.
Like, if I'm a female and it's hard not to look, I already know as a man, like, damn, I can't really. But if you're doing it in front of me on purpose, that's when we have a problem.
That's when you lose an
That's when
eyeball,
it's-
huh?
That's when it's a problem.
No, both eyeballs.
She said both.
I asked this question and it took us like an hour to talk about it with me and my husband. Can you truly be, let me rephrase that. Can you truly be happy for your partner if they move on?
I'll go.
Yes.
I like that question.
Yes.
And that's crazy because my husband and I, we've had discussions like this before. But for me, I feel like, okay, so you guys are together, right? And things are not working out. You've given it all you've got, and it's still not working out. My husband and I have already discussed, like, we'll be okay with separating. Because, at the end of the day, we want each other to be happy. And if that happiness is not me, I'm not going to hold you back and make you miserable. Like, like, why hold on to something toxic if you know it's not going to grow? So I feel like for me and my husband, I'm just going to use my marriage. If we were to separate, that's because we've given it all we've got and it's not going nowhere.
Yes.
So we would be happy for each other. I mean, granted, we still have children. Of course, we're still going to have to see each other and things like that. But I already told my husband, like, if I don't ever, like, if you get to the point within our marriage where you just feel like that spark is not there anymore, or I'm not helping you become a better man, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Cause our marriage is great, but when you actually really talk about it, like, it just, I don't know, it's different.
Do you ever feel like you would be able to fully move on? Like, when you guys are done, you have, like, no feelings anymore? Or you feel like you will never lose that feelings that you guys had with each other?
I don't know. I mean, I would
That's
always
tough.
love him because,
Yeah, that's gonna
that's
be
the
tough.
father of my kids.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're talking about, like, still, like, I guess have a thing, a bond, a relationship, no. Because then we would still be together if that was the case. I'm always, if we were to ever separate, I would always love and respect my husband or the father of my
at the
kids.
time,
Yes, because that's just already established. We share children, but like if once we're done, like I'm done. Like there's no going back and forth because that just causes confusion. That causes problems. If we're gonna be done, we're gonna be done. I'm gonna support him, make sure he's great, and I know he would do the same for me.
Right.
So that's just my take on it.
Oof, that's a great answer.
I love that.
That's a really good answer. What about you, Mila?
So the toxic side of me.
She started off with.
There's two sides.
The toxic side of me, like I will make you suffer. I will make sure that your life is miserable without me. I'll make sure that the next bitch will not want to fuck with you. That's the toxic side of me. But the positive side of me, like people don't know. Like I do have a bad side. Like that's if we fell out bad terms, that's how I'm gonna make you feel. Like he knows this. I will like blast you on social media, on the podcast. Okay, like
everywhere.
No, literally, like if we were to be the one like to be on bad terms, but if we're breaking up on good terms, I can see myself being happy for him. But like oh my gosh, I broke down to Lost about this because I was telling her, I was like, I can see if we were to break up, if we were to separate, I just feel like since he's my first, I would never move on. Like I would always have my feelings to my husband. And even if I did move on, I'm letting y'all know on the podcast, like the man I probably end up with, I probably didn't want to be with him. I just settled because I miss my man.
I cannot with her.
I just settled because I miss my man. Say that louder. Say that louder.
Like honestly, if I move on to a new man, it's just because like me and my husband are probably going through things that he couldn't fulfill. So I'm just going for a replacement. And I'm just being honest. Like I'm being for real on this podcast.
Yes.
So I already said it on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot with this girl. That's why I love her, y'all.
Okay.
What about you, Lucy?
I just feel like there's two things with it. If I were to ever do that and we'd separate after kids and having just being married, it would for sure break my heart because it would break me to see you happy with somebody else when we could have been that. It would have been hard. It would be hard for me. I would be like, dang, why couldn't we do that?
Right.
So I would then question, like, am I the problem? It would just spiral into a downward spiral where I'm just like, now I'm like, wait, why couldn't? And then there's also the side of me where it's like, maybe it wasn't our time. Maybe later on down the road, if our fate is to cross paths again, then maybe it just wasn't right now. We weren't ready, but in the future we'll be ready. Am I gonna be praying on him to break up with all the girls that he's in between? No,
not from most of y'all.
Go find your love. If that's
love and light right here.
Yeah, if your love is not me, then I understand. But it would definitely hurt me. Like I'd be like, dang, I wish that I could see that success in you, that you're now being successful with somebody else. Am I going to be jealous? No. I just be like, that's a lesson learned for me to now elevate myself and close that chapter in my life.
I feel like my biggest fear with like letting go is if all the dreams and aspirations that we talked about together, if you fulfill that with the next one, after I held it down,
right,
we're gonna have a problem.
But I feel like honestly, with that, it really does come down to timing.
Yes.
You know, like why couldn't you be like that with me? Maybe they wasn't ready.
Right.
You know, maybe they weren't, I don't know, mature or grown.
Yes.
I don't know. But that would hurt. But just like, again, sorry, just basing this off of like my marriage, like if my husband, it's going to take a lot for my husband and I to split. It really has to be, because one thing about us, our marriage is not perfect, but we don't give up.
Yes.
You know, if we can fix it, we're going to fix it.
Yes.
But like with this question that asked, like if we were to ever split, just know we've given it everything. We've
down
tried.
to the last straw.
Because I know like with marriages too, I don't know if you guys had this problem, but like I've seen it before with my parents and myself too, where like, we're done. I'm getting divorced tomorrow. We're going to sign the papers. And that same night, you're like, babe, you holding
That's true love. That's true love.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it's and I don't mean to, I'm a cultured girl, so I'm going to tie it back into culture because I feel like in our culture, divorce is not a thing. It's not something that is it doesn't exist.
Right.
And like my parents, I'd be looking at my parents, I'm like, dang, you guys should have been divorced like three decades ago, because what?
Yeah.
And then I sit there and I'm like, dang, but they, like you said, work through it no matter what. As annoying as they can, as if one parent leaves out of state, the other parent is like sad and moping around. And I'm just like, but wait, you were literally just telling this person
you were literally just beating him up.
Yes. And I always ask my mom, I'm like, why didn't you guys ever think about getting a divorce? Because I'm just arguments and stuff. And my mom would be like, because we don't want our kids to grow up in 2 homes. We want them to grow up in 1 home, which is another thing why like culture is such a thing. Yeah. Like, oh, we want our kids to grow up with 2 parents because we want them to know that marriage is important. So they believe that growing up in a 2-parent home is gonna up the rate of the child also being a 2-parent home. Yeah. And so, but then my mom's just like, I'm annoyed of your dad, but I'm not to the point where I would want to divorce your dad. I love your dad, but he's my annoying. Nobody else is annoying but mine. And so I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you guys argue like crazy. And they're just like, she's like, because that's love. Yeah. But I'm not married or know that type of love. So when you say like, we go through the trenches, I understand. I'll be watching my parents like, I'd be like, dang. And then my mom be like, dude, it does hurt. Does marriage scare you? Because the way I'm like, small kind, just a little bit. But it helps me see like, oh, this is what I don't want. Got it. What I want. Oh, okay.
But what if, just throwing another scenario out there, what if separating is what's gonna, I guess, like, separating is, I mean, that's the only way for you guys to grow. Sorry, I hella spaced out there. But what if you feel like that's the only way for you guys to grow and be happy? Yes. Would you guys be able to do it?
As you guys know, like I work in California, and then I fly out here. My husband lives here, but he stays with his family, and then I'm with my family in California. When I come out here, I'm with my husband, and it's kind of like, it's not that we're separated. It's just like.
It's complicated. It's complicated.
But like it's kind of working for us. Like I do make money out there. It's more affordable in a way for me to go work out there and then come out here. So it's low-key been helping our marriage in a way, because we did go through like some things last year, and this year we just strictly been like on the bag, on the money. So yeah, it's been like, I do miss him sometimes when we're not sleeping with each other. But we all know like the end goal at the end of why things are
the bigger
happening.
picture. Yeah.
I think for me, like, if it takes us separating for both of us to grow, then like I said before, it's timing. The timing at that moment isn't right. Next time I'll find somebody that's right, for me. But I think if it takes us separating for us to grow, it's growing pains, but it's something that has to happen.
So when you guys are like with each other, like for us, when we're with each other too long, like we tend to like fight like siblings. And so like having that space kind of helps us in a way to like
appreciate what you have.
To appreciate each other more.
Yes.
So, I know people are like, what the fuck? But I'm just like, it's kind of, we're kind of adapted to it.
Right. So. Okay, just because your marriage worked that way doesn't mean everybody's marriage worked that way. Yes.
But it's good to learn. I like listening to different marriages and seeing like, oh wow, that's crazy. Oh, okay, I like that. Oh, so shout out to all the single people out there. Make sure you guys listen in on these 2 ladies.
It's timing, boo.
Has their
it's timing. It's gonna come.
Like I always tell like my husband, I'm like, I like being myself, like for real. Like when people ask me questions, I don't like to sugarcoat as much, but like I like other women who could relate to me as well. Like, we're still pushing, so.
Yes.
Would you let your best friend sleep with your man if shit, wait, let me redo that.
Hold on.
Okay, say you're gonna die, right? But in order to save your life, your best friend has to sleep with your man. What are you gonna do?
R.I.P. to me. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Dang, where'd you get that question from?
I've been seeing it on TikTok.
You know what? He gonna meet me on the other side in heaven. I can't. I'm just.
You know what's crazy? I told my husband, because he was asking me that question, and then my cousin's girlfriend was like, I wouldn't even ask like that. We're dying together, babe.
Right.
And I was like, babe, I would ask you if it's okay.
Oh, I'm freaking. That's Baku's answer?
No, I was telling him, I was like, oh, babe, I'd ask you first, but if you don't.
Oh no.
I can't with this girl.
I reply, oh no, but like at least I'm communicating.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
communication.
So when he's on his dying bed, and let me know, is yes or no? Do you want to stay alive or not? Yes? Okay.
hold on.
Also, too, I was like, also, that friend, we don't have to be friends with her anymore. Like, we could just get her out the picture. At least we could still live with each other, you know? That's what I was thinking.
Oh, you tough girl. No,
me,
I'm dying.
my
It's not
mind-
meaningful.
my
It's not
mind-
meaningful sex. It's just like, oh, you're just doing it to keep my man alive. And then just fucking going on with your
My
man.
mindset, the amount of times that would replay in my head, I don't even got to be in the room to see what you're doing, but just knowing that you had to save my life by doing that, I couldn't.
And
especially because it's
What
my
if we
best
kill her
friend.
together after?
But it's my best friend. That's crazy. And my best friend, I'd be like, let's go.
Sissy
We out
cool.
together.
We can kill her after, though.
No. We're going to need to go check you in after this, make sure everything up here is okay. She is crazy.
Is she being for real?
No, I'm going.
Yep.
Yeah, take
You,
I'm out.
throw my funeral for me, Mila. I'm finna
Yep.
go.
Damn.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But before I go out, I'm be like, wait, but y'all need to go in separate boats.
no.
But wait.
The reason why I say that, too, is like, if I die, there's a chance of them still getting together, you know? But is it to the point, like, you guys like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see this at all. I'd rather die knowing that they didn't do anything. Is that your guys' mentality?
No, it's stuck on him and her touching. That's where I can't get past that. I don't, no.
All I know is if I say I'm dying and I die and I come back to life because something happened, because y'all did the do to save my life, I'm going to kill myself and kill everyone. We all going. We all going to go. See ya.
Okay, you know what? That's why we can't be answering these TikTok questions, because it just took us to a whole nother level.
Because that's tough. Like, especially like the way I value my friendship with my best friend, she would never.
Right.
I would never. It's like, what? I'd be like, we going together, best, because come on, let's go, because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'd poke a hole. If this was us on a boat and we're stranded and that was the answer, I'd poke a hole in the boat like, we all going. See ya.
But yes.
Oh my goodness. No way. Now you got me pissed
Right.
off.
No, now I'm about to go
Now
right
you got
after
me
this
pissed
session and go Google this. I think that was enough juice for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a lot of
That-
juice.
Look at us. We're still stuck on that question. I see Lucy over there pondering, just thinking about it.
that was
Oh
a
my
good ending.
gosh. I'm not the jealous type, but just ew.
That's
Ew. That's really just like a ick.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Cringe.
No, I thought the way you started it off, though, it just made me think about. I did post a TikTok where, again, this is not to.
I remember that.
It was just, again, my personal opinion, but I dropped it and everybody was dying. But like, way back then. Okay, I'm just gonna be a little cultured. Okay, this is not even culture.
Just
Sorry,
do
let
it.
me
Just do
stop
it.
that. But like, I just seen the OGs, especially back in our islands, when their spouse passed away. To
Yes.
yeah. You
Tony,
see where I'm going?
I know exactly where
so
you're
I had
going.
posted a TikTok, just like my personal opinion. I was like, you know what?
Talk about it.
I would
Talk
never,
about it.
I would never, even knowing my sister, she would never either. But like, my sister would never remarry my husband just to keep the family close. If anything, she'll just do what she needs to do to make sure my husband, has everything he needs to
kids,
take care of our
yes.
kids, help with the bills if she needs to. Like, that's my sister. But I could never, like, just me personally, I could never marry my sister's husband.
If y'all didn't know in the Tongan culture, if people
Back in the day.
Yeah, this was way.
Wait.
I don't even think I was
It's not even a
alive.
thing now. Not even a thing
people
now.
were to pass, usually like her husband would marry one of her family members so like the kids can stay within the family,
But-
or like but she just said she's not cool with that. So
Would you be cool with that?
I wouldn't. I rather him. Okay, it's sticky for me because my grandpa, that actually happened to him. His mom passed when he was like 2, and then his dad married his mom's first cousin. And then I asked grandpa, I was like, why did she do that? And then he was like, and they just want the kids to stay with that family because usually if it's another family, they won't love the kids the same. So it's kind of sticky.
But that's why, like, The
But I wouldn't-
Polynesian people are
back in
so
the days,
beautiful
yeah, but
because they
just
don't even
like-
think about themselves. They're just thinking about how to keep their family, you know?
Yes, yeah.
Like, and just the time, I'm sure that comes with a lot of mental, I guess, I just know there's probably a lot of things going on throughout their mind, but they still
yeah.
chin up, chest out,
Yeah.
taking care of everything, making sure their kids are
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get that, but again, this is just my personal opinion. I could never.
Yeah, me neither. Nowadays, I can't do that. But back in the days, I understand where they're going.
But it's been watered down a lot. Like
Yeah.
Lissa said, it barely happens. I don't even. I think the
Yeah.
last time I seen it was like, I don't know. I was young because I've never seen it.
They usually do it with like
now.
a single girl that doesn't have any children, so that way she can just come in, and it's family because that way she can love the kids exactly like how the mom would love the kids. The only people that would love your kids like you love your kids is your husband and his family and your wife and her family. And so it's like they would usually bring in someone that has no kids just to kind of balance it out. That's a weird balance, but it's
Right.
Well, I have another juicy question.
Oh yeah. What?
Have you like talked about this yet? Like, if one of you were to pass, would you guys like remarry or stay single for life?
We talked about this very early on because I need to know what you're doing if I were to ever. But I always say it because it's so true. Because my mindsets and where I'm at now is completely different from when I really asked him this question. I was like, you better not. You better stay single. Like, or matter of fact, just join me. Come with me to heaven, or wherever I go. That's up to God. Anyways, but now I wouldn't want to make my husband miserable. Like, if he sees someone who can, I guess, help him or just love him, and he knows that's worth getting remarried again, then, you know, I just want him to be happy.
Yes.
So I wouldn't mind.
I think as long as I'm number one, like as long as you know that I'm number one, like I'm okay with him remarrying if I were to pass. And also too, like he has to love or she has to love our kids the same way I did too. Like those are
That's
my
a big
standards.
factor. Yeah.
Yes.
What about you, Lose?
For me, yeah, like you said, I wouldn't want my husband or my significant other to be miserable or depressed. But speaking on the other side, as a girl, if I were to date somebody that lost somebody, I feel like for me it'd be tough because I would now have to live up to the standards that they created for their family. And so now I feel like the guy would always expect me to be exactly like how his wife would be, when it's like, no, I may love the same, but it's like I'm a different person. And so living up to those expectations daily would be
Tiring.
a toll.
Yeah.
It would be tough.
Yeah.
I would respect what you guys had because, you know, he didn't choose to be single. It's the significant other died.
Right.
But then it's like, at what point am I now a priority to you?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't know.
It's like
You're
replace me.
right. Right.
Yes.
That would be that
It
so
would be
weird.
tough for me to go with you to the cemetery to see your wife.
Right.
And it's just like, I respect you, so I'm going to stay in the vehicle because
Right.
I don't need to be a part of that. And I want you to have your personal, but it's like, dang, every birthday is celebrated because it's her birthday. Everything with the kids is celebrated because that's in memory of mom. And and then there's me like,
I'm here.
hey, you know, like, so it would be tough. It would be tough to date somebody that lost a significant other.
I will be tossing and turning in my grave, seeing him moved on.
Yes.
But in the long run, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
okay, let's be real. I'm dead. Like, you know, I don't want that to hold my husband back from
Yes.
being happy.
But then there's those kids. Let's talk about those
No,
kids.
because now I'm really like letting it marinate. I'm just like,
hold on.
Hold on, can I change my answer? No, I'm just kidding.
No, let's talk about the kids though. Like, let's say they don't want their dad to get married.
Oh.
Like, let's say in the situation, right, where it's us.
Yeah.
We're speaking on behalf of us.
Yeah.
We die. Our kids are old enough to determine what they want. And not even old enough, just old enough to speak. Because I feel like from a young age to now, and they're just like, Dad, I don't want you to remarry. What would you guys do in that situation? And I don't want to speak about somebody passing or what. What would you do in the situation if your kids didn't want you to?
If my kids didn't want me to remarry, I'm taking my kids over everything. You know? So I don't even know I'm getting so. Am I pregnant? I don't know. But yeah, it's just like Tassie said, like, you know, if having kids is different, like that's it really.
That's your main. That's your number one.
And if my kids were to come to me and be like, Mom, just stay single, or we don't need him, you know, like, okay, I'm putting everything to the side, my happiness to the side. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys first.
Oh, I don't know. So. I feel like as a woman, if my kids are young, like I would want to remarry because I want them to have like a father figure in their life. I was like, it's different. Like, you know, you have like your dad and your brothers, but I think like for them to see two parents in the household, I'd want my kids to know like what a healthy relationship looks like. So, but I also told my parents like if they were to ever break up, like my mom's not allowed to remarry. My dad's not allowed to remarry. But now that I got older, I was like, I'm seeing from every perspective like what would be best for my kids, and I want my kids to see like how their new dad treats their mom, you know? Like, I want them to see how love is reciprocated.
No, and just ways. Like, so now that you stated that, I see, because I grew up with two parents, and then my husband, his mom's been a widow since he was 8. So I see the difference, but at the same time, like, you also see from their side, my mother-in-law, oh, she a hustler. Yep. She's at that age where she should be retiring and, you know, having fun, but she still goes hard because she does it for her kids. She does it for her grandchildren. I feel like once you become a widow, like, I mean, different priorities. Yes, like I don't know. I've because I've seen both. Like, shout out to all the single parents who's doing it on their own, really. Because I know it's not easy, but you get up and you keep going. Yep. I respect that in a big way.
Yes. And I feel like a lot of pressure is applied on those that lose a significant other, where they're like, if she moves on or if he moves on, then you know they weren't loyal to that relationship. They've been wanting to get out of it. Yeah. So then there's that obligation of like, I have to stay single because now everybody's watching me. Right. And it shouldn't matter about other people's opinions, but it does. And other people will be talking like, dang, your person passed away few months ago and you're already moving on to the next, like, right? Who really wanted this to happen? And
also, so I think like it all falls down to like, even though I'm saying these answers, I feel like it falls down to like me praying about it. Like if God shows me signs like that person wanted me to move on to, or Heavenly Father's like, this is the one for you, then I think it like falls down with that too. It's always like His answer. So
yeah, I asked my parents, I'm like, if whoever dies out of you guys, like, are you guys okay with them getting remarried? Because I feel like it's respect to them. And so they're like, oh yeah, I would prefer them to find somebody, because you kids are gonna leave and your mom or me, your dad or me is gonna be lonely. When you go to work, I usually have someone I can talk to, but now I don't. So it's like, since my parents gave me the okay, then I'm like, I'm okay with it. If my parents want to remarry, if somebody passes, I'm fine with it. But my siblings, different story. But me, I'm like, I'm there
because you're loving life.
I was like, but I'm there with them. I asked them these questions because I'm like, it's gonna happen one day. And so I just want to know, like, what's your thoughts? Because I respect you, and if you say no, then say less. No, you're not getting married, Mom. No, you're not getting married, Dad. But if you say yeah, then I'm just like, okay, let's find happiness. But that's tough.
If I see like my parent being a widow too, like my dad, like since my mom's had cancer, like they're already talking about like she was already planning like her funeral. I was like, girl, don't do that. But she was just like
that's
talking,
tough.
Being open with my dad. Like she's like, Tony, if anything ever happens to me, like I want you to get remarried. I want you to make sure like the kids are okay. That's who she was worried about. And my dad was like crying to me. He's like, I will never remarry anyone. Like, your mom can never take her place, even though we argue and like have our problems. Like no one will ever take your mom's place. And he's like, I don't want to be bossed by another woman. So shout out to my dad for being a real one.
Right. And he's, like he said, irreplaceable. That person is irreplaceable. As much as you try to fill the void of that grief, you'll never fill that void. That's why I'm like, me, if I were to date someone, it's hard. Yeah. That's the tough spot.
But that would be so weird too. Like, you know, having to keep living. Yeah. Because now, to me, I'm just getting... he's trying to change you into her instead of loving you for you.
Right.
So, yeah.
Or I come in while you're in your trauma of losing someone, and now I expect you, or you expect me to always be there for your trauma. So now you're always going to talk to me about your person passing away, because that's your person, right?
That's why you need a therapist.
That's our girl.
Manaki mental health. Hello.
Yes.
But oh my gosh, no, let's talk about wow.
Guys,
It
That
just-
really just opened, like, we was really into the subject.
yeah.
I think it's time to say goodbye
Yes.
and end this episode.
Yep. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all click on the link in the bio. We're still looking for a sponsor.
Yes.
But I know y'all missed us. I know it's been a while since we've done an episode without a guest.
Yeah.
So
we just wanted to update everyone on
yeah,
everything.
this is a good catch-up session, and also just a good get to know us, because I feel like you, by the end of this episode, you'll get to know the type of person and people that we are.
Yes.
Don't judge us solely off of this episode. Please comment down below if you want to get to know us on a deeper level. Ask us questions.
Bye, besties. Thanks for watching the B4REAL podcast. Bye.